God will surely tell you things that will surely be, things that will surely happen, and things that no man can be able to now begin to argue with you. God will say it to you, and you will see all of them come to pass the way God has mandated his servant, the major prophet, to prophesy. And you will agree with me that recently, just from yesterday and day before yesterday, over the week and last week before now, you will agree with me that every prophecy I have given you, especially the ones I gave in 2021, 2020, 2019, all of them are already in the scene. You can see all of them happening exactly as it were all prophesied. And that is why last week, when I was right here prophesying and giving you the revelations of things that are going to play out, the Lord said, you people should wait for today, because today is a day of prophecy. So wherever you're watching the major prophet of God, share the broadcast weekly with your friends and your loved ones. Let them know the major prophet of God, I am here to just prophesy. I am here to prophesy. I pray for you, and the prayer I prayed will surely come to pass. I've also declared upon your life what I've declared will surely come to pass. I've decreed, and what I've decreed will surely come to pass. So this time around is a time to now enter into what's called prophetic revelations of the things that are going to be, especially in the country Nigeria. Because I am looking at what's called, this is what's called in the realm of the spirit, what's called people now coming together, what's called merger of political parties. Most especially some of the political parties that are supposed to come out now and begin to bear their own name are going to dissolve themselves into some political parties, especially in Nigeria and what is called Lagos State and different places. Some political parties are going to dissolve themselves. Political parties are going to dissolve themselves into what's called other parties. And there are individuals that are also going to make what's called the headline of things that are going to happen. Especially people who you do not believe that they are going to, begin to now say things or do things. People you do not believe that they are going to now begin to become the headline of what is going to happen to several political parties very soon. You are going to hear all of these things are going to start to happen very soon. From this month of July, I'm seeing what's called September. September, I move straight from the month of September to the month of November and March next year. Take note of this month I'm mentioning for you. September and the month of what I call it for you right now, you are going to see things are going to unfold. And one of the things that are going to unfold is what's called people who you do not believe are going to decamp from where they are and also dissolve into new parties and different parties. And I'm seeing what's going on, more parties to be completely registered again. And I begin to ask the Lord, the parties they have in Nigeria are much. And the new party has already been settling, and people have registered new party, but new ones are going to also come out, and they begin to look at what is the cause of this party. And the Lord said the cause of this party is what is going to happen right there in what's called the new party that is formed, ADC. What is going to happen in that party is going to bring a new party to be registered. A new party again to be registered. And this new party to be registered are going to be the party that they are going to call the party of the youth. I don't know, because in the realm of the spirit, when a major prophet, I'm looking at what I'm seeing spiritually that is going to happen, it seems that this is like a play. What is the meaning of this? But the major prophet, I'm looking at the spiritual world right now to look at what's there in the realm of the spirit that's going to play out in Nigeria. And the Lord began to open the eye of the major prophet of God to look at what's going to happen. That this thing is going to bring what's called, this is what's called new party again. that is going to be registered. And I begin to ask, what's the purpose of this party? And this party will be as a result of people moving out, what's called, from a political party that is formed new, that they thought their interests will be protected there. And they will move out from there and they will go to what's called forming a different party altogether for what is called the 2027 and 2011 agenda. Marakatoshi Ladaza. 2027 and 2011 agenda. Mardila Krotosh. Is all of this agenda going to happen in Nigeria together, or there's going to be an issue in Nigeria? What is going to happen? There's a question we must ask the Lord to look at the event of things, because as these political parties are proposing and also planning one thing or the other, I am seeing what's called something about to happen within now and 2027 that will result into what's called many people are going to also get what's called discouraged about the country Nigeria. There's going to be a lot of people that were discouraged. And most of the people that were discouraged concerning the Nigeria, a lot of people that are going to be discouraged are going to come from the political class. And political class will begin to sing a song of separation. And the song of separation that they will sing are going to be sung in the National Assembly, where the National Assembly is. They are going to sing this song, and this song is not far from now. I want all of you that are watching to comment, I'm a witness. Because when this thing will begin to happen, watch out. From this time I'm speaking to you, to move into what's called September, and move from September to November, and move from November to the month of March. From now, this time I'm talking to that stretch as March. You begin to hear what's called a different song of separation right there in the National Assembly. Marakatoshi katuskasa. Brikotoski ardinoso. Katosko faradia. Brakatoske fe. Pikontoski la. Astashada. Brakatalashi kradoskosha. Marakatoshi la disa. What's the meaning of this? And what is going on here? Comment, I am a witness, because very soon you are going to see what's going on. People now singing the song of separation. And what is going to cause these people singing the song of separation? And why are they singing the song of separation in Nigeria? What is the root cause of this matter? They said in the realm of the spirit that what is going to result to this is what is going to play out from now to the year 2027. 2027, when I told you on the crossover night last year that the campaign, and what's called the campaign of 2027 is going to start in the year 2025. Many of you thought, major prophet, where are you seeing? Where are you hearing this one, or what are you saying? It did not pass January, February, March. We are seeing it though. Is playing as the major prophet I prophesied. But the game is going to be hotter, especially what is called from September to the month of October and November and the January and February and the March, and the next year is going to be too hot. Next year is going to be too hot. That's going to be what called witch hunting. The witch hunting is going to start very soon, because I'm seeing what's called this is what called EFCC to step up and begin to now go after political positions and after political parties and after what's called this was called after politicians. This is what's going to happen. The EFCC is going to begin to array. It's going to begin to what's called array, and what's called arrest, and what's called stepping on toes very soon, because this issue will play out, and you will see what's called EFCC stepping out to do the unthinkable. Comment, I'm a witness in this very broadcast that everybody should know that the prophecy has been given right away. In the name of Jesus Christ. In the name of Jesus Christ. Comment, I'm a witness, so that everybody should be aware of what is going to play out before they begin to now play out, as the Lord is opening the eyes of the major prophet of God to see them and begin to prophesy them. Because it is going to happen like a joke. It is going to happen like a play. It is going to happen in a way that people will be wondering what is going on, what is happening here. Because whatever the Lord has shown to his servant, the major prophet of God, I will not hesitate to prophesy them of what is going to happen in this country and other countries of the world. Get ready for what's called the EFCC arrest and arraign, and also people are going to be intimidated whether they like it or not. And there will be what's called a lot of outcry here and there. There will be what's called a lot of people coming out to outcry, and people now will come out and say, oh, it's better we share, it's better we go to our separate way, it's better we go to our separate places. And this thing will be what's called medicine after death. How can you administer medicine after death? How is the dead going to swallow the tablets? Or how is the dead going to now begin to chew whatever you ask the dead to chew? Or how do you want the dead to drink or begin to now test what you ask the dead to do? This is not possible. Major prophet of God has seen what is there in the realm of the spirit and the political arena and the political doorpost, and how it is going to play out from the month that we are in. From now, you see what's called fly to what's called September, and fly from September and go straight away to what's called 2026, January, February, March. It's going to play out before then. Because you are also going to see what's called political assassination. But pray and pray that God should save. Pray for your politicians and pray for all of them. God should touch their heart. God should protect. God should keep them. Let them see the change and the turnaround that is going to happen. Let them see the new dawn that God is going to do for his children. Let them see that God is not sleeping. Let them see that man is not God. Man is not God. Man would always remain man. When you refuse to do what you ought to do, another person will come and do it excellently well. Because in the realm of the spirit, I'm seeing what's called the people of Abia State. They must pray and pray for their own governor, especially their governor called what's the name of the governor? That right there in Abia State. You're watching me, and you're sure you're watching me. Comment the name of the governor of Abia State there. Let me be sure that you know and you're watching what I'm saying. The governor of Abia State must be prayed for. Governor Ales Oti must be prayed for. You will pray for him that God should preserve that man. Because in the next election that is coming, there's going to be issues that will happen. Abia State should start now to put their house in order. Abia State should start now to begin to now put things in order, and tell the governor that he should start to put things in order. The governor of Abia State, Governor Ales Oti, put things in order. Put things in order, strategize. And don't give room for what's called breeding of the people they are going to use to fight against you or to push you aside in 2027. If Nigeria remains one, pray, because this thing I'm telling you, there's what's called a lot of gang up and a lot of conspiracy and a lot of issues that are going to play out. Please put this in writing, because major prophet of God, I am not in the prophetic to look at things before I say, or hear things before I say. I give you prophecy the way they are in the spiritual world before you see them in the physical realm. Governor Ales Oti of Abia State should tighten up things in Abia State and get ready, because I'm seeing what's called things are being breed right there in Abia State. They want to use against him in 2027 to push him aside. But God will do a miracle and God will prove himself.
All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back update and information as to the world. In case you have not joined our social media, and what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you could be the first. We'll collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as it is hot. You don't share for the obodo. My people, anywhere you are, try and be security conscious. Because as it is now, osubirile no ndebe anyị, osubirile. The issue of Fulani herdsmen is becoming something else. It's becoming unbearable. It's becoming what we as a people cannot bear. And the government of the day is not doing anything concerning it. Seems as if the government is fully backing up the activities. From the invading of the military barrack, cutting away weapons that we are bought with trillions of dollars, to scavenging into communities, preying into communities, bringing people down, and the government is not saying anything. As it is now, the other time it was many places, but now it is coming home to Alibo. And the Igbo themselves need to wake up in what is happening now. Even though the governors have refused to make any comment on this, let the community leaders arise by themselves. Let the local government leaders arise by themselves. Even though that the governors have been bought, I don't know if the local government leaders and house representatives have been bought also. Because you might be thinking that because you are a rich man, you walk in your SUV, that you are safe. You are not safe. Whether you're a politician or whether you are a non-politician or whether you're a rich man or whether you are a poor man, you are not safe. Nobody is safe as it is now. Unless the people wake up and try to make a proper adjustment in the security system by empowering the people themselves to be able to carry arms for themselves. If not everybody, but let a number of youths in every community be given arms, at least pump action, which will be able to help to salvage some of the things that are happening. All right, let's go down to what just happened. Benue attack, families wiped out in June massacre as experts warned of ethnic cleansing. A family was wiped out, a total family wiped out. Survivors of deadly attack in Benue State have shared heartbreaking account of how armed gunmen destroyed their communities, buying hundreds of people and burning homes to the ground. The testimonies came during a town hall meeting in Makurdi, the state capital, organized by News Central TV to find solution to the ongoing violence plaguing the region. Joseph Kwa, who survived the June 13 attack on Yelewata and Daudu community in Guma local government area, told the audience he lost 8 family members when gunmen invaded his village. He described how the attacks came during heavy rain, shooting residents and setting houses on fire. Jerry Anyan, another survivor, recounted the horrific moment when armed men broke into his family home around 10 p.m., buying his mother and children. Around 10 p.m., the Fulanis broke into our home, firing their guns. They smashed through the door. My mother and children were buried. They were hurt with matches, I am said. His testimony left many in the audience visibly shaken. David Ukeima, who bore visible gunshots and machete wounds, described how attackers surrounded his home and set it ablaze to force the family out. His wife and 3 children were buried as they tried to escape the burning house. This is ethnic cleansing. La Jonathan Ichava, co-founder of CESO, a non-governmental organization, said the violence has gone far beyond simple dispute between farmers and cattle headers. She accused the government of failing in its basic duty to protect citizens' lives and warned that the attacks amount to ethnic cleansing. These attacks are genocidal. This is not just in Benue, it's across Middle Belt. What we are seeing is ethnic cleansing, Jonathan Ichava said. Her organization has documented over 622 coordinated attacks in Benue since 2009, with more than 1,100 people died in just the last 2 years. She warned that more than 2 million people have been displaced in Benue alone, creating a threat to national food security. Section 14(2)(b) of the Constitution says the primary purpose of government is the security and welfare of the people. Without justice, there can be no peace, she added. Again, Bubogam, president of the United Farmers Association in Benue Valley, rejected the idea that the violence is simply about farmer-header conflicts. He accused some traditional leaders and officials in neighboring Nasarawa state of helping foreign attackers from Mali and Niger who now claim ancestral farmlands in Benue. We don't have real issue with headers. What we are facing is a coordinated genocidal attack by proscribed bandits, Bogbon said. He revealed that local communities had warned security agencies about the attackers' presence since November 2024, but nothing was done to prevent the massacre. The Yele Tower attack was not carried out by herders. These attackers were camped, prayed for, and we informed security agencies of their presence since November 2024, yet nothing was done, he said. Our ancestral land have allegedly been sold to these groups, and some claims they were located on government orders. This must be investigated. Cattle breeders were also affected. Ibrahim Gama, secretary of Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association in Benue, acknowledged that both farmers and herders have suffered losses in the violence. He said the crises have evolved beyond its original cause into full-blown criminality involving criminal gangs. This is no longer a farmer-herder issue. It has been hijacked by criminal elements, Gama said. The Fulani community has also been devastated in part of Benue. We've lost access to farms in many areas. He praised effort by state and federal authorities, but called for more inclusive dialogue and support for all displaced communities. All right, you can see what is happening now. The truth is coming out that some people sold these lands to foreigners, and after selling the lands, they have equipped the foreigners to make sure that these lands are taken by force. These things can only happen here in Nigeria. The first responsibility of the government is to protect life and properties. But as it is now, you can see that the government is doing nothing in order to be able to protect the lives of the citizens they have sworn to protect. Rather, they are flying private jets from one city to the other, from St. James to St. Paul, from one city to the other, and not paying attention to the critical things that are happening within. If care is not taken, what is happening is going to swept each and everybody, because you might think that you can fly with your private jet. How about if they ambush you? These things are getting out of hand, and up until now, the people who we have placed in the government, who we voted, or even the people who voted themselves into office by buying our votes, buying the votes of the people without recompense, have decided that the people are not important. That what is important is gathering the money for the political affairs. Meanwhile, the people who are supposed to be protected are not actually important. Recently, you find out that the prices of things have increased massively, especially food commodities. Benue State is known as the food basket of the nation, and because of the unrest there, they cannot farm. About 2 million people has been displaced in that community. If I'm bringing this news on this channel, some of you will be saying, it's not about our Biafra struggle. This thing is not happening to our people. But in this Biafra land, do you people farm? How many people do farming, except the Omo people and the rest of them? Now, even villages around, Let's say places like Onitsha, Enu Onitsha, coming to Ihala, and other places, they have sold all their land. So nobody is farming there. And the farming is dependently on these Benue people who has a vast land for farming. They are the people everybody is depending on for food produce. Is it oranges? Is it yam? Is it a pepper? Is it rice? These are the people who are producing some of these common food commodities. Is it okra, tomatoes, Jaws? I don't know if you have forgotten about tomato Jaws. Jaws is, these are the places, all these places where these foods are being produced has been attacked by these headers. And people are saying, this kind of news does not. It concerns you, my brother. Go to the market and buy pepper now. I will also share a video on this channel because I want you to watch that video. You find out that a small bag of pepper is being sold for 45,000. A small bag, as small as a small polythene, 45,000 naira. Small bag of tatashi, 55,000 naira. Small bag of shombo, common shombo. Those days, people play with tatashi because if you don't have money to buy tomato, you just pack tatashi. That's what Yoruba people do. Pack enough tatashi and use it and cook your stew. It will still come out now. Now, for you to get tatashi now, common small bag of tatashi is 45,000 naira. All right, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first to collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you.